Someone shared this video clip showing young African students' perception of communist China. The Chinese characters written on the board read, "When I grow up, I want to go to China." Someone shared this video clip showing the situation that some young and poor Chinese students are in. But this video also shows that, clearly, Beijing's brainwashing education campaign targets everyone in the educational system, regardless of one's living condition. Someone shared a video clip of the speech that Secretary Pompeo gave at the Georgia Institute of Technology regarding Beijing's encroachment of academic freedom on college campuses, especially research universities in the U.S.
Now let's be clear, I want to be sure that my language is precise today. When I say China, I'm talking about the Chinese Communist Party. I love and value, as we all do, our Chinese American community and the Chinese people that live here in the United States and those that live in China as well. We want good things for them.
Someone replied, if one really loves the Chinese people, he or she would know the importance of differentiating the Communist Party from the Chinese people. If every Chinese person can separate themselves from the Chinese Communist Party, then the CCP's tactic will fail. He also shared a few comments that some Americans left under videos that Sound of Hope News posted on YouTube. Someone shared that earlier today, which is December 10th, I visited a branch of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China in Shanghai to pick up my pension. But later on, upon getting there, I found out that it wasn't in my account. And after checking the subsidiary account, I realized that the pension was not paid yet. Shanghai is a major city in China. It's hard to believe that this can happen in Shanghai. It's hard to believe that companies here aren't even able to pay off their employees' pension. As ordinary people, our lives basically depend on them. If this continues to happen, it's hard to imagine how can we ordinary people continue to support ourselves and survive. Someone replied, Shanghai is one of the few areas in China that still has a fiscal surplus. But clearly, as reflected in this incident, the situation there has become like this. This is reflective of the Chinese economy and may be predictive of the incoming changes in China's economy. Someone replied, the police department in Pudong of Shanghai has long begun paying off employees' salaries using bank loans. The capital turnover of the finance bureau in Shanghai is already very tight, especially given that recently Shanghai just hosted an import expo. He is referring to the China International Import Expo. It is the world's first import-themed national-level expo and has been held annually in Shanghai since 2018. The financial costs associated with hosting this expo were all allocated by the city's finance bureau. The economic situation may further deteriorate, and the city management may raise the costs of goods to take advantage of ordinary people in order to save the economy. Someone replied, many companies have not made pension payments to their employees, and for some, they haven't done so for half a year. Someone shared that the man on the right is a well-known Chinese cartoonist, Hua Junwu, and the man on the right is a well-known Chinese comedian, Jiang Kun. It was said that Hua once said to Jiang, you once made ironic remarks about ticket sellers, waiters, and nurses, but their social status were much lower than yours. You should show your courage, using artistic means to make ironic remarks about those who hold much more power and influence than you do. But clearly, Jiang didn't follow that suggestion. It was said that earlier this year, he and his entire family moved to the US. Someone shared that on December 10th, which is the annual World Human Rights Day, designed to honor the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights at the UN General Assembly back in 1948. On this day, the US government announced sanctions of 17 officials of foreign governments who violated human rights domestically. One of them is Huang Yuanxiong, a police officer in Xiamen, who has been actively taking part in the persecution of Falun Gong in China. Someone shared that the Director of National Intelligence will be publishing a report by December 18th regarding foreign interference in the 2020 presidential election. If this report does confirm that foreign forces did intervene in the election this year, then the path ahead will be much easier and clearer for Trump. Someone shared the scenes when President Trump visited West Point for the Army-Navy football game. Someone replied, "Trump is undoubtedly president of the people. Only he deserves such an honor." A Chinese netizen also shared this video clip showing the moments when these young soldiers sung the American national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
child, we will take you in. Child, we will bring you home. You'll be a flower that sees the spring, soon a dove flying high.